challenge here is clear. This is a chord passage, so this is a wonderful opportunity to dial in our chord technique. So let's talk about how to practice rapid chords and octaves. The basic practice rubric that I'm going to lay out for you is something that I got from Julian Martin many years ago, but it's a method for releasing the thumb and bouncing on each chord. So playing each chord in a way that gets you to the next one. And one of the key components of this is to keep the thumb completely free. I think when we feel tension in fast octaves or chords, it's nearly always thumb tension on chords. First of all, let's explore a little bit of anatomy together. The thumb is connected to the radial side of the arm. That is the side containing the radius, the inside of the arm, the thumb side of the arm. All of the other fingers feel a little bit more ulnar in orientation. So this is important. The radius is the part of the arm that rotates, like this. And the ulna is the axis. So the thumb feels totally disconnected in a way from the other fingers. I like to think of it as an extension of this bone here, of the radius. And everything on the inside of the arm should feel completely free, because thumb tension is arm tension. I can't emphasize enough how light this needs to feel. It feels like my fingertips are like feathers. They just happen to be very well aligned, and in this movement is just so well targeted that I can play it as loudly as I want by increasing the speed of attack, but it's never going to feel heavy because I'm not barreling down towards the wood here. I'm controlling the point of sound. And also, the voicing is always going to be there for me because I am thinking light thumb, light inside, and energized outsides. So it's like an active up and a passive down. So the thumb falls in, the rotational release prepares the next chord. So now let me speed that up a little bit. When it's faster, it feels like it's a series of ricochets. Let's do two at a time. That's the bounce element. Now, another thing I want you to think about as you do this is keeping close to the keys. So another way I like to practice chords is just taking up and down movement completely out of the equation. It's by just dragging a wet mop across the keys. Just tracing the outline of the passage.